niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. You know the name, you know the place. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. You know the name, you know the place. Tell them niggas I'm a Chinese UFO. Tell them niggas I'm a never seen nouveau. Watch them so afraid niggas turn you hoe. Since I turned the chicks into pure hoe. Born in Africa, I burn New York. Crazy like Peugeot, not go berserk. Tell them sisters I'm just a young Gito. Mucho beijos, pretty mofo. Tell them niggas I represent uno. Continental, African Negro. Rocking the lands I go, cause I get the dough. Even when you, oh no, gotta get the momo. Now tell them I love to rock Rio. Tell them niggas you met me in Cisco. Tell them niggas I found that wallet in El Segundo. So tell me where's your pueblo. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. You know the name, you know the place. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. You know the name, you know the place. Tell them niggas now that I've erased Bronco. Tell them now the fantasy is like Jacko. I'm bad, better beat it. My human nature is to feel her. Tell them niggas I was born in Africa. Tell them niggas I'm born in Kinshasa. Tell them niggas I'm born in Libinza. I'm an Indian, fuck America. Tell them niggas I'd rather rock a hobo. Make him bump the head when I go dolo. I stay solo, I rock a mo. Gotta get the dough, I'm a mokolo. Now tell them the music's my B.O. Tell them niggas you met me in Cisco. Tell them niggas I found that wallet in El Segundo. I'm coming to your pueblo. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. You know the name, you know the place. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. You know the name, you know the place. Yeah, Kaysha, Kimberly, Soul Squad, Sushiraw. Yes, you know, we do. That's right. Yeah. You know the name, you know the place. Tell them niggas I'm back. I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. That's right. You know the name, you know the place. Tell them niggas I'm back. I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. Kaysha. Tell them niggas I'm back. You know the name, you know the place. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. That's right. You know the name, you know the place. Tell them niggas I'm back. I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. I'm back. Tell them niggas I'm back. Yeah. You know the name, you know the place.
De qualité, bobo, abrégé. Ça nous capable de sortir qui musique de qualité. Wiley, rimer, puis crier. Fouter, differ, puis héler. Pour tout ce monde qui la boule. Lever les mains en l'air et crier caribéen soul.
Moi là, soit c'est compas. Moi vine coula, dans soirée là. Si ni grabuse là, nous vine écoute là. Nous tout pompe là, moi même bien d'ail là. Ni ko bien bat là, gade yon bin chaka. Wine baila, gade go baila, ka baila. Faut moi bien baila ça, moi bossi la sla. Goba.
Aquele que é bom pra fazer festa. Chica niña bonitinha banho os pode baja. Baja banta sai grita wawa, wawa. Di Africa to Haiti lá. Onde bagay level la mão. Representa Haitian, de Boston to Canada. Representa Campo Bajan, de Kingston to Africa. E.T. Shada. Don't you see me rocking it city to city? Do you believe I'm on it 24/7? You facing a sushiraw, the quality committee. The hot crew we be Kinshasa to Haiti. I can kick it all night long and making music till the break of dawn and shake it if it is your booty. You know my style well. Savez-vous parler français? Ouais.
Check. Welcome to Club Shadinia, episode 200 and... Why am I only hearing myself on one side? What the hell is going on here? Anyway, welcome to Club Shada, episode 222. This is how we do. Ain't that? Listen, 222 episodes. This show is brought to you by Shada, where the gods of good fortunes. We now have a brand new, it's not brand new. I just decided to move things a little bit because if you remember well, here there was a space for what song was playing. And actually, this plugin is not working well. So it's actually very infuriating for me. So I decided to change things around and make a bigger bar, so people who are watching on the phone can see better the names of Barry, Emmanuel, Daniel Dos Santos, Pierre, Béranger Nguessan, Récipient, Wrecker 176. All the new subscribers to this channel, welcome to the Shada gang. And I think it's a little less cluttered. The logo when I do the intro is now here instead of being here where it was usually. So I have to, because to me, I have to do the contrary of what I see, right? So I have to show here when for me actually it's my right. But now I put the logo here. I think it also makes more sense. It's more cute. And I leave this space for just the icons and the logo here. And of course, when we come to the main element, you see it's the same bar actually. That is just, and the logo goes from here to here. And now you only have like one main bar down here when you can see who's the current stream royalty for the month of July. Sirène des Îles, thank you for $30.98. And the sponsors takes way more space. And actually, I've been thinking, so thank you to all the sponsors. I've also been thinking when it comes to this bar, I can use it in different settings. Let's say, for example, I have a sponsor that has champagne bottles, for example. I can for some time just make everything disappear here and have the bottles here, like on top of it, like, and I can do and put the name of the sponsor. You see what I mean? I can do some very interesting things with a bar like this. And actually, what's going on right now, what you see is just everybody put those likes. I don't see those likes. It's some of these days, the live streams, sometimes everybody's here already, and sometimes people catch up as you go. This is one of those days, and it's cool. But so what you actually see what you're looking at actually is just something that is dynamic, which is this that comes from Stream Elements. You can see here, boom, I can remove it. You see, and actually there's an overlay it's just one image that's on top of the image coming from my camera with all the logo, the sponsor, and all the elements that can be here. So I can change those elements if I need. So that's how I'm thinking it. So let's say I wanna do something. When I want to put something here that is different, I can even write something different. I can do some interesting thing. Let's say I'm doing a presentation, I can write something here and keep it clean. So that's, I like this new thing that I did. It takes a little bit, but not too much, from an overlay I designed for Bodhisattva's show Quarantine Groove. We also have a bar like this. Let me see if I can show it on YouTube. Let me see. Let me go to his channel so I can show you what I mean. So you see, when you look at the quarantine grooves, so I did something a little different, but again with less clutter, where you see on his show, he wanted to have the name of the show in the middle, you see, and on the side he wanted all the logos, all the sponsor logos, and then on the right side the name of the sponsors. So this is something I designed for him, and then on top of it he adds whatever he needs, like maybe the number of the show or something like that. So the overlay he had before, let me see if I go, let me see on his channel, the overlay he had before. I think I also designed this one. I'm not sure. Did I design the MQT as well? I don't remember. Yeah, sounds like my style, but not sure. Maybe he did it himself. I don't remember. But I actually took inspiration from the overlay he had before. So let me go maybe 100 episodes back. Maybe Club Quarantine Groove 120. Yeah, so he used to have this colored bar that was a little translucent, and I went from there. Remember, he had one that had like a camouflage thing. I really enjoyed that one, so I tried to follow this thing to stay in according to his own graphic chart. Oh, wait a minute. No. But that's the old one. That's his old one. And even for Club Shada, if you look at the Club Shada, let's go to episode 1 with Body. Actually, if we go to episode 1, where we just testing you see how far we came. Episode 1 was just me using my iPhone camera and him as well, and the name of the show was Sushiraw Vibes, and everything was I wrote by myself with my iPad, and then turn it into a show. I think probably episode let's try to find episode maybe 10, when we start getting serious about it. No, let's see, episode 10. Now episode 10, I'm still using that thing. I'm still using my phone as a camera. So let's try to see episode 100. No, that's too far. Let's see episode 50. Episode 50, Shada Gang. Let's see if I started changing my overlays. Oh, that was a cool episode with everybody. We have to do another one of those. You see, that's when I start changing. You see Club Shada on the top. And then the QR code to go to the logo, and just that thing. That was episode 50. So let me see episode 100. I want to do another episode where everybody call in. You guys don't call in anymore. You're not cool. So let's see. In episode 100, we're celebrating 100 episodes. You see, this I'm already on. See, it's a little different. So in this one we have, this is my cousin Joel. On this one we have the elements, and then the logos down there. I like the old logo, the old Club Shada logo. I kind of like it. I might change the logo, but I like this one. But I might go back to something like a old school logo, something round. I mean, there you have it. That's the new overlay I'm using. Why is this disappearing all of a sudden? Wait a minute. Hey, what's going on? The scenes disappeared. Camera effect, interview, main window, overlays, scenes. My scenes disappear all of a sudden. There you go. Wait. Let me turn off all these things and say hi to my people who are here. It's not a lot of people tonight. Ooh, we're gonna have one of these cozy shows, or people are gonna show up as we go. Let's see. You know, I like cozy. You know me. I might call one of you too and just talk. Yo, Gabriel, what's good, brother? So when are you coming to the show? When are you coming? When are you gracing us with? Because last time, if you remember, you were hearing the show and all of a sudden you had to run away to fix some strange situation with your neighbors. If I remember well, something like that. Jizzle, what up, bro? Can't wait for a new song. You know, when it comes to doing songs together, MJ, it's something that I really like. You know, something I really like when I do songs with other people is to retribute the favor straight away. Meaning that we release both songs in the same month, or even if we don't release them at the same time, at least we both record them in the same month, and then I don't owe you anymore, you don't owe me anymore. You know why? Because happened to me a few times now that I do an exchange with somebody, and we exchange. I sing on one of your songs, you sing in one of mine, and the people will just, once they have my vocals and they release their songs, then I send them a beat, or maybe they have to give me a beat in exchange, and then they disappear, and then you have to run after them to get your song. And when you tell them politely, hey bro, what about my song? What about you? You know? Oh, nice. When you hear with your when you just politely ask, hey, can I have some beats to choose from? Because let's say I exchange some vocals for a beat, and then the people start having attitudes, especially when the song you gave them is a hit, and all of a sudden, because of that song, and because of you putting them out there, it is giving them some clout, and now they talk to you as if you're in demand. And I hate that. I hate that because it makes me feel like, damn, like too nice. So what I do now is, if you record a song for me, I will record a song for you straight away, and you release it when you want, but at least it's done. And when it's somebody who wants to work with me, I'm gonna before I record, let's say it's a beat maker that tells me, hey bro, I would love to work with you. I would love to work with you. How can we do? Like, I'm gonna say, hey, listen, it's simple. If you want a featuring, you can pay me 2,005 euros, which is the price I asked for a feature. Or I can check your beats if I like them. Yeah, I don't know how much you sell your beats, but if we do an exchange, I mean, that's for people I don't know. When I know a person, or I want to work with somebody that on my end, I'm gonna do a one-on-one. or when I don't know the person, sometimes I'm just gonna say, hey, listen, give me 3 beats, and I'm gonna use them on whatever. I might not even use them for me. I might use them for artists I work with or whatever collaboration. I need an instrumental. I can pick the beats. So that's why I ask the beats in Wave already mixed with all the tracks, whatever. But what I do now, I think somebody, this Afro House DJ asked me to work with me. And I said, okay, I'll do 1 for free because you're not famous. You're not famous yet. I know what I'm going to bring you and I know what I want from you because those beats are cool. And all right, send me free instrumentals, and send me 4 actually. I'll keep 3 for me, and you get 1 for you. So I sing on your song. The other 3, I'm gonna use them during the year or whatever. I'm gonna put them in whatever project, and of course you keep your composition rights, of course. And I think it's a good exchange. But and listen, that happened to me last year with this guy. Like we do a nice track. We did nice collaboration. It was a one for one. First one was great. Second one was great. And on the second one, so I do a song for him. He does a song for me. He sends me a beat. In exchange, I sing on the 2 songs. And then I send him the 2 songs. I tell him, hey, which one do you want for you? I'll release the other one. Because me, I don't care. Like, the songs are going to be released is going to be good for both of us. So the first one comes out. And as we are deciding to do when we're going to release the second one, maybe a month after, he comes to me telling me, hey, can you quickly sing on this song I need to put in my EP? So it's a 3rd song. And I'm going to send you a beat just later on. Don't worry. So since we've been working well together, yeah, I know, no problem. Send him the beat. Send him the vocals. And then because I was busy, I didn't really care too much about receiving the beat straight away. After 6 months, I'm like, yo, I would love to do these type of beats. And I sent him a message, like a gentle message. Yeah, bro, when are you sending me stuff? And the guy was aggressive. And interestingly, since we did the song together, he had a lot of people come to him asking him to work for him. And he got cocky. And he started being like, yo, hey, you think I'm not busy? I was like, bro. I sent him a screenshot of his own messages. Told me, hey, give me 2 weeks. I'm sending you a beat, or 2 or 3. Now it's been 6 months. Like, listen, if you don't want to cook a beat right now, you can send me something that you have in your drives. Like beat makers, we do bunch of beats. Send me something. Like I don't know when it was released. I don't need something that you did yesterday. Maybe you did it 2 years ago. As long as it sounds nice, it's good for me. And that guy, yeah, I think I told him, you know what? All good, bro. Keep your beats. I mean, it's something that I love to tell beat makers. I mean, I don't tell them, but I'm one of the best beat makers that's here. I can do any type of beat. I can do house, kizomba, I'm a piano, drum and bass, whatever it is. It's just beats. Nowadays, you download samples of whatever genre you want to do. You listen to 2 free songs of that genre and you're ready to do them. When you're a good beat maker, you can do anything. So when you're a good beat maker and you do an exchange with somebody, they don't realize that you don't need them. And sometimes they act like you, and you're like, wait a minute. You think I cannot do your little bit here? You think I cannot do myself? Listen, I can even copy your own style and do a beat that sounds exactly like yours. I can make something that sounds like it was done by you. I don't need, because I got my own beats. I got my own style. but I can do anything that sounds like you. The point of a collaboration is not only exchanging inspirations, but also the pleasure of working with somebody else that has different ideas and has a different public. If you are in Norway and you are famous in Norway, and I'm famous in Portugal, France, and all the places where I'm famous, where I got listeners, when we do a collaboration together, your people will discover me and my people will discover you. So it's a great exchange. It's not just musical, it's also strategic. It's a great exchange of crossing our fans. Some of my fans will go listen to the rest of your stuff, and some of your fans will go listen to the rest of my stuff. And maybe you do something that I like, that I can do, but you do it better than me because it's your style. You see what I mean? And some of these people, they don't understand that, because sometimes all you need is to make $500 and your head pops. Listen, what is $500 in the grand scheme of things? Like, money is money. I respect money, but when you have vision, it's not about a song. It's about the catalog. So it's it's something about being a nice person and being humble. You tend to change the way you work, not because you're a bad person, but just because you have to protect yourself from the non-respect of other people. Listen, me, I'm a man of my word. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'll do it. A lot of people, they tell you they're gonna do something when they're excited, and then and it's something I don't understand. Like, how you want to do a long collaboration with somebody on a long term, and then you treat them with disrespect after 1 or 2 collaborations just because things are going good for you. And then the worst with those people is that then they reappear out of nowhere after 6 months, and they're like, yo bro, hey, because maybe they're starting to fall down or whatever happens in their life. They appear out of nowhere and they're like, oh bro, hey, bro, we have to work on something. I didn't forget about you. Don't worry. Listen, here's some beats. Go on Dropbox. Check. I put some beats there for you. And you're like, nigga, it's like, what's wrong with those people? Why you appear now out of nowhere? You see what I mean? And listen, what you gonna do? Like, hey, Bought Crypto, long time. What up, bro? Thank you so much for 99 cents super chat. Thank you for supporting the show. How is the crypto winter for you? It's been fun for me. I love seeing everybody get in despair and run away. That's the moment where you buy stuff. So yeah, it's gonna make me burp. So you have to have rules when you work with people, with other artists, especially because artists are emotional. And if we're gonna do a collaboration, it's much better to just record everything first. You record one song and you record the other song, and both are ready, and then you just pick the dates, you upload everything, and then before you do the next collaboration, you do like this. And if the person tells you, hey, I want you to, hey, can you do this song too? You're like, send me my beat too, or sing here too, whatever. You see what I mean? Like, because people, vraiment, Some exchange don't happen in a good time frame. You can spend months chasing after people. Listen, I got those guys from Nigeria. I did a track for them, and they were supposed to just sing on one of my tracks. And then, not only they didn't record the track I did, but they also never put the vocals on the other track. They send me a demo and that's it. And yo, listen, I don't like when people are not serious, and I don't like excuses. We all have microphones in our houses now, so if you cannot go to the studio, record on your fucking iPhone. I don't care. I'll mix it. I'll find a way. But people, yeah, they're not serious, and they, whatever happens wherever they are, maybe they are the kings in their streets, and they don't realize there's other kingdoms out there where some other people might be serious. And listen, you never know who somebody's going to be in 10 years, in 20 years. I might get a call tomorrow from Sony Music Portugal telling me, yo, listen, we've closely watched your videos. We see how you work. We want to offer you a position as CEO of our new label, and we want you to supervise, like, get the artists, do what you know how to do, and teach our artists. And yeah, we'll give you a budget of, per year, I don't know, per month you will have like 50,000 euros. It's a small label, but you have 50,000 euros to spend on projects, getting artists out the ground and pushing them. Yo, I'm gonna call my boys. Yo, Malcolm Beats, Lil Mauro, this, that, MJ. Yo, you getting paid? Cause I'm gonna get a salary, and I'm gonna have my brothers be paid because they deserve it. And then whoever was disrespectful 10 years before, I hold grudges. I'm gonna be like, like, it's not that I don't hold grudges in a way that I keep hating people forever. It's just that I don't forget things. I don't forget people. And if I cannot trust somebody, there's no way that if I'm in a position of power, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to take the people who suffered with me, the people who worked for free, the people that, yeah, when the money comes, that's what I'm going to do. Listen, if Drake calls me tomorrow and tells me, hey, or Cardi B, whoever calls me tomorrow, Beyonce, Jay-Z calls me tomorrow and tell me, hey, I love what you do. I love your work, the things you do with your beat makers, etc., etc. Can you come and work on and work on some demos for Rockefeller or for OVO or for who? Can you come? And I'm gonna give you an envelope of 300,000 to work on. To we need like 10, 12 bangers. Listen, I'm gonna tell them. First of all, I want the publishing on all the beat makers I'm gonna bring you. I'm gonna bring my own beats. I'm gonna call Malcolm Beats. I'm gonna call Lil Mauro. I'm gonna call Makita. I'm gonna call NCK on the beat. I'm gonna call PNP. Oh, maybe some others, like some of you guys. I'm gonna create a dream team of beat makers. I'm not gonna tell them what we're gonna do and where we're gonna do. I'm just gonna tell everybody, give me your passports. I'm gonna put some Canadian visas in there, or maybe he's gonna say, hey, I want to go work in another place, maybe in Africa or in Cape Verde or somewhere. Maybe he's gonna tell us, hey, we're gonna take all your guys to an island somewhere so we can work. I direct, no problem. I'm gonna assemble my massive crew of people that I pick for the project that I envision. I'm gonna be like, what do you want? What do you want to do? Yo, listen, I'm Drake. I'm the king of rap. I'm the king of R&B rapping, whatever. I'm now the king of house. I want to become the king of kizomba, Caribbean kizomba. I was like, word, say no more. I'm gonna call all my boys, and I'm gonna be like, what's your budget? Oh, bro, like I want to spend around 250, 300,000. I'm gonna be like, all right, say no more. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take 100K for myself. I'm gonna make everybody sign publishing deals for those project. That's just that project. I'm gonna call Lil Maro, Malcolm, PNP, NCK, Makita. I think that's enough. I'm gonna form the Avengers of beat makers. We're all gonna fly to wherever he wants us to fly in a big house. I'm gonna say, hey, I need six studios where everybody's gonna work and everybody's gonna sit down, make beats, the craziest beats, bring some beats, etc. I'm gonna bring maybe me, Jassy, who else I can bring? A few people that I know here that are good doing top lines and writing songs and we're gonna create you the best 12 or 15 songs of kizomba, zouk, compa, whatever. We're gonna do that. And you give me 300K, I'm gonna take 100K for me as my beats too, management fee, you call it whatever, because business is business. And then I'm gonna take the other 200, the other 200, and I'm gonna divide it by 5, and I'm gonna give to my guys 40 each. Bim, 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 bim. 40K each. And I'm gonna be like, yo, guys, we did a lot of things for free. We did a lot of exchanges, but this is the moment when I make money rain on you guys. And for those who've been working for me forever, like my brother Malcolm, is gonna be like, start working with this guy. I was 17. I'm 39 now. Finally, I make money. You see what I mean? And I'm gonna be happy that my people are making money. And it's not gonna be about the 40,000 you make or the 45,000 you make, whatever the calculation is, whatever how many people you are. If it's just 4 of you, it's gonna be like 50K each. But it's about publishing money that you're gonna start receiving from all the plays, the SPA, SASEM, whatever is your collecting society, from this type of album where you work for those type of artists. You might make 40K now, but after that, you might make 20K per month just from radio plays, festivals, all the radio stations that are gonna play your stuff. And just because your name is gonna be associated with that artist, everybody all of a sudden that didn't want to work with you will start calling you, hey, I want a beat. And now you can tell them, yeah, it's 20K a beat. Now you can tell them, and maybe Beyonce is gonna hear that album and she's gonna be like, yo, I always wanted to touch my Caribbean roots, I come from the Bayou, from my mother's side, and I always wanted to do some Caribbean music. Hey Drizzy, can you give me the contact of those guys? Listen, you gotta know that king called Kaysha. Hey, Kay, listen, Beyonce wants to do an album, like same type of album. Like, can your crew do something, or can we use some of those beats? I'm gonna be like, sure, let's go. Call the boys, and you know who's gonna call us first? The idiots who disrespected us years ago. Those people are gonna call us, telling us, They're gonna call Malcolm probably because they love to call Malcolm, the Portuguese ones. Yo, bro, I see you doing some great things. Yo, can you hook me up with? It's Kaysha's connections. Oh man, can you call him and tell him that I'd love to, be part of, like, I have some nice beats, like, and Malcolm's gonna be like, pff. Listen, I probably told that story before. Malcolm Beats was good. I'm talking about you here. Like, chasing after people for verse is such a pain. Listen, I don't chase after nobody anymore. If I feel like I'm chasing you, like, when I tell somebody, hey, let's do something together, I have a countdown in my head. And that countdown might be 6 months. But once the countdown is over, I'm done wanting to work with you. Zedea, what up, brother? How are you? Oh yeah, it's one of the guys you're thinking. That one. Yeah, that one was great too. No, that's another story, but yeah, that one was good too. People in the music industry sometimes don't respect you as much as you respect them. Ooh, yes. That is so true. It's been a wild ride. Your show, brother. You're spitting some real game right now. Thanks, brother. Thanks. It's been a wild ride, but look, you see, Bitcoin at 23K, Ethereum starting to go up. I sold a bunch of NFTs for 0.1 ETH when it was worth like $80. And I keep telling people, hey, buy them while it's low. So I sold like 5 or 6 of them. And now that Ethereum is going back up, I just invested without doing nothing. So listen, I have 30,000 XRP and 100,000 Chronos. So listen, just tell those coins to reach like 50 or 200 for Chronos and check out. I'll probably it's stupid. People burn bridges so easily in this industry and they disrespect you after getting what they want. That's why if we're gonna do an exchange, I prefer getting my thing. Like, you have this beat maker sent me a message not so long ago. I don't know him. Send me a message, told me I want to work with you. I would love to work with you. I know you work with new people. I would love to send you that beat. And I was like, yeah. I checked a few of his beats. I was like, yo, listen, there's some nice stuff. Here's what we're gonna do. You send me 3 beats. You send me 4 beats. I'm gonna sing on one and I keep the other 3. And he was like, okay, great. So can you sing on this one? And then I send you the rest. I was like, no, that's not how it works. You send me a bunch of beats and I'm gonna choose 4. And when I got the 4 I like, you send me everything in Wave with all the tracks, etc. And then I record your song. And then you can disappear if you want. I got my tracks and I'm gonna use them as I want, like one every month, whatever. Or maybe I'm gonna do a whole month of Afro house bangers. I'm just gonna release those tracks. But again, I don't need nobody. I can make those beats myself. It's just like, listen, it's a little bit of laziness. If I can get beats from other people, yeah, I'll take them. But I can listen to anybody's beats and recreate what I'm listening. It's not hard, especially with the tools we have today. Like, it's not hard. You're going to listen to something and you're going to be able to recreate it. And those people, sometimes they don't understand that. They think like they're like you need them. I remember that guy. told this story before, but it was this guy who talked to me really like badly for no reason, just because of some misunderstanding. And I understood that there was a misunderstanding, so I was trying to explain to him, "No, bro, that's not what happened. Like, you sent me some MP3s, so I'm talking about like the 90s. You sent me some MP3s, and my email is full." Back in the days, it was not emails when you can have 30 gigs of storage in your Gmail. It was like, as soon as you have like 10 megabytes, your email, you don't receive any more emails because your email is full. And that guy decided, because I was meeting somebody at Sony Music, he told me, he sent me an email telling me, "Hey, can you make them listen to my demos?" And the songs, he sent me like 5 MP3s by email, and this destroyed my email. Like, so back then you have to go inside of I don't remember the name of the protocols, but you had to go inside of your email box in the internet and go find out why you're not receiving emails anymore, and it would show you, hey, those files are blocking your emails. So I went there, and what I did, I delete all the MP3 he sent me to decongestion my emails. And I tell him, "Bro, hey, you completely like blocked my emails with your MP3s. Please, can you burn the demos in a CD and bring them to me before I go to my meeting next week?" And I don't get a reply from him, and I don't think much about it. I go to my meeting. I meet the guys at Sony Music, whatever. I don't remember what was the meeting for, but it was Universal. I don't remember. But talk about whatever project we had to do. Maybe they wanted the beat from me. I don't remember. And after like 2 or 3 weeks, I didn't hear nothing about the guy. So I called him, call him. So back then it was landlines. Call the guy. I was like, "Yo, yeah, bro, like, I haven't heard from you." And he's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Yo, bro, it's me, it's K." He's like, "Yes, I know it is." I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" Like, and he's like, "Oh, am I calling on the bad times?" I said, "No." "Why are you calling me exactly?" I'm like, "What you mean, why am I calling you?" "Yeah, what you want from me?" I'm like, "What's up with you?" And he's like, "No, since you don't want my career to advance, and you went to your meeting and you did everything in your power to never show my demos, I don't know why you're calling me." And me, listen, I wanted to explain the misunderstanding, but then I was like, fuck that guy. Like, who do you think I work for you? Do you think it's my responsibility to go to a meeting and show your demos when we all trying to make it? And I'm trying to explain to you, because that's an email thing. And you like talking to me this way? Who do you think I am? Like, who do you think my mother raised? So I was like, "Oh, you know what? Sorry to have disturbed you." And he's like, "Yeah, but," hangs up. "Oh, you will hang up quick too?" Nah. What up, Emmanuel? Listen, as I like people, and I'm also very quick to forget people. Like, I don't have a problem removing you from my drives there. Can just like delete you from my files. That's exactly what I did, and I never heard from that guy Because, people can call you after a week and say, hey, bro, listen, I was in a bad mood. I'm sorry. I understand now that we misunderstood. There was an email thing or whatever. Hey, but listen, I really counted on that, whatever. And then I would be like, no, bro, we misunderstood each other. This is what happened, blah, 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 blah. And listen, I meet those guys all the time. And listen, yeah, give me your demos. I don't mind. But no, I never heard from the guy that episode was probably 90, I would say 96, 97, so 98, 9, 10, 2001, 2, 3, 4. 7 years later, we are the kings of the Zouk game. Every artist that comes out of our label is a superstar, and everybody is just wanting to sign to us. And yeah, my partner Harold receives a call from this guy telling him that he's a great R&B singer, he's amazing, whatever, and he wants to do Zouk R&B, and we have to sign him. And my partner tells him, hey, listen, for everything Zouk R&B, that's good, future sound. For everything Zouk R&B, what you have to do is talk with Kaysha, because he's the one that signs everybody on that. He's the one that handles that. We run the traditional Zouk stuff. He runs the whole division. We're on his label, Sushiraw. So he's the one you want to talk. He's the one you want to talk to. And listen, you can call me as petty as you want, and I will accept the crown with pleasure. That nigga calls me after 7 years of silence. He's like, yo, hey, what up, Kay? I'm like, so I look at, when somebody calls you on the phone and you haven't talked to a person for that long, and you see the name on your phone, first of all, you don't know if you're going to reply. I see the name on my phone and I'm like, what does this guy want from me? Take my phone. I'm like, hello? And he's like, yo, what up, Kay? I'm like, what up? And he's like, yeah, hey, I called your partner because I have a Zouk R&B project, and I know you know how great I am as a singer, yeah. So I wanted to work with you guys or with him, and he told me that you the guy that I have to talk to. I don't know why, but apparently you the guy that I have to talk to. And I'm like, you don't know why? No, I mean, he told me that you the guy I have to talk to, so this is why I call you. Because, yeah, you the guy. Bro. There was a cold dinner. I was like, I'm pretty busy right now. Can you call me in 2 weeks so we can talk about it and schedule a meeting? Oh, in 2 weeks? Yes, bye. Call me 2 weeks after. Hey, you okay? I said, oh, hey, we in the middle of a tour right now. Call me in 2 weeks. Call me in 2 weeks again. I was like, bro, I'm really busy right now. Please call me in 2 weeks or a month. So maybe we're done with the summer tours. He calls me in a month. I say, and he calls me and he say, let me guess, you busy? I say, yes. Let me guess, you're gonna tell me to call you back in 2 weeks? I say, yes. I'm never gonna meet you. Nope. You want me to stop calling you? Yes. Okay, bye. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. One person, one chance. I don't believe in all your redemption stuff. I don't believe in that. I believe in respecting people and learning from your mistakes. And if you learn from me and you don't work with me, or we never partner for whatever mistake you did, then maybe the next person you meet, you're gonna treat them the right way. And I mean, I'm not radical. Some people, we can understand each other, and time heals everything. I mean, if I meet that guy today, we can talk. We're cool. There's no hate. But I believe in lessons. I believe in teaching people lessons. I believe in this. For real. Misunderstanding happens to everybody. But trust me, if lack of respect arrive out of nowhere, to me, that might be the first and last time. If something my mom told me is that you let somebody disrespect you one time and you let it go, they're gonna respect you a second time. So you're gonna disrespect me one time. We can misunderstand each other. As long as there's no disrespect, you explain to me what is your problem. Yo, whatever. And then I will explain to you, no, that's not what happened. This happened. And I asked you to do that. And you didn't do that. So this is why, at a point, I had something else in my mind. Okay, shit, okay. Okay, next time I'll do a CD. Yeah, next time do a CD. I talk to these people all the time. I'm in Universal every week. I'm at Sony Music all the time. The guy was like, nah, acting as if I work for you. I work for you. Yo. Taught him a good lesson. After that, I remember those times were, because he did something, I don't remember if it was after, I think it was before. Whenever I was friends with somebody, he would go on MySpace. So MySpace days, I don't remember the dates, but that was the MySpace days. And I remember that guy ended up, every time I was befriending somebody, he would send them messages telling them, hey, don't work with this guy. He's this, he's that, whatever, lying about me. And like, I caught wind of that because somebody told me, hey, you have a problem with a certain guy called such and such and such. I was like, huh? I don't, but I know who it is. But I mean, we haven't talked for years. And he's like, oh, listen, screenshots. This is what he's sending me. Like, and apparently he's sending these to people and to all your friends on MySpace. Like, you know, those people, they're angry and they're trying to, yo, I finally sent him a message. I said, listen, so that was before him calling me 7 years after. That was probably, I don't remember when MySpace started, but probably early 2000s. Yeah, I think this is 99, 2000. Every time I was talking to somebody, a girl, a guy, music, like MySpace at that time, I had 30,000 people. 30,000 at that time was huge on MySpace because nobody was on social media, nobody was on the internet. But he would go to every person I know on MySpace and tell them, hey, be careful with this guy. I sent him a message. I said, bro, listen, I don't know what your problem is. I don't have a problem with you. But listen, you're going to stop talking to people about me and you're going to stop putting my name in your mouth. Because two things can happen. We can go the good way and I can go and attack you for defamation. We can go this way or we can go the wrong way. And I can send you Lil Maro and guys like this. I can send you some people that will make you understand that those little nice fingers of yours, broken, you're not going to be able to type on the keyboards with them. So you choose how you want this to work. Oh no, say, listen, you've been talking to that person, and everybody comes back to me and explain to me, yo, there's some crazy guy who's talking about you. Oh, what you gonna do then? I said, listen, it's simple. Actually, I'm not gonna send you nobody. You look like a fucking toothpick. You want us to meet? We're gonna meet, and I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. And if this is what you want, we're gonna do this. But you're gonna stop talking to people about me, or I'm gonna start making your life hell. I'm gonna start like Me Too, going to your friends and talking about you, going to interviews, talk about you. I don't have time for that shit. So you know what? I'm gonna go find you where you live, and I'm gonna slap you. If this is what you want, continue to talk to people. And then if you want, every time I meet you, I'm gonna slap you too. Every time I'm gonna see you somewhere, I'm gonna slap you. Every time you're gonna do a show somewhere, I'm gonna go there, slap you too. We can go this way. Or, yeah, listen, you can just stop talking about me. Stop talking about me. 6 years later, appears out of nowhere. Hey, yo, you know, hey, I have a project. I want to sign to your label. What the fuck? People are crazy. People are crazy in this world. I'm telling you. Listen. Listen, people. Misunderstanding can happen in this life, even in families, but you have to treat each other with respect. He totally misread the situation and act bad towards. Yep, exactly. Listen, I'm a very patient person, but when I lose patience, it's done. And listen, I get this from my mom. You can be my blood. We can be like coming from the same person. We can be like blood brothers and sisters. If you, and of course, depending on what I feel for you, it might take time. It might take a year or 2 or 3, but at a point when I'm done with somebody, I'm done. Ask the people I'm done with. It's been years. I got some people, I went from talking with them every day to not talking ever. And I don't plan on talking. Listen, don't come to me with your stuff. Oh, you know, you have to give the other cheek. Oh, you know, things and things, such and such thing. My pastor says, listen, my mother says that when it's time to be done, it's time to be done. And when I'm done, I'm done. And I'm not done to be undone. When I'm done, I'm done. Because we are 7 billions in this planet. If you lose somebody, they are making space for somebody better. Yeah, listen, you have to protect your entourage. Look at me. I was telling MJ on the phone 10 minutes before the show started that I didn't know what I was about to talk about. And there you go. I'm telling you, listen. I'm not a violent person. I would maybe I would have slapped him, but I don't care about physical stuff, like. But that guy needed to feel some threat, for real. Like, he needed to see those messages to understand that he was just going too far, because he kept finding anybody that would be my friend on MySpace and sending them messages. And I was like, yo, live your life. Like, why are you obsessed with me? But yeah, you have people like that. That was my first male Amber Heard. It is what it is. It is what it is. What you gonna do? What about you? How are you? What time it is where you are? Put me the flag of where you're listening from and what time it is. It is here in Lisbon, 1:47 a.m. I think I slept all afternoon. I think I came back. I went with my son to eat something not far from the house. And once we came back, I just went in the bedroom and I woke up half an hour before the show or something like that. And listen, I did some beats and I can't wait to record them. I can't wait. I'm telling you. I did 2 of them. And I think I need to listen to a lot of house music first to record on them, and I might call some friends to assist me in singing with me, maybe somebody who's used to singing house music. Just like when I work on a genre, whatever the genre, I try to keep my signature, so in terms of melodies, but at the same time I like to listen to how they sing on those songs. Like I'm not trying to sing like them, but I still want to respect the codes of the genres first, understand the codes so I can deconstruct and then reconstruct the way I want. And yeah, listen, let me make you listen to those 2 beats. Yes, you can hear. The first track that I did, so I think this one is not finished. Let me make sure that the sound of this program gets inside of the live stream. Wait, come in. What was the name of this program? Oh, there you go. Fission. There you go. Tell me if you hear something. Oh, I don't get nothing. Wait a minute. Did you hear something? Because I didn't get nothing. Oh, I think I'm sending it to you, but I'm not sending it to my headphones. Wait a minute. Let me turn them to my headphones. There you go. Okay. So this is the first one I did. So I want, for the month of probably August, I want to release those 2 tracks. I'm going to produce 2 of them. I ask for Body Sadva to produce 1 for me, and I ask for Lil Maro to produce another one for me. And I like to try to have people who never went to that genre to try something, because it's fun. So I want August, while I'm on holiday, I want to release, maybe not from August, the first week of August, so maybe from the second or third week of August until the middle of September, I'm gonna release 4 house music tracks, and after that I will release 4 Afro house, tech house, whatever tracks. So for those, I'm just gonna start preparing the instrumentals. I want to work with Braid. I want to work with, so we're doing an exchange with Braid. So we have Supernova, that is really a banger. But we're gonna do 2 new songs, 1 for him and 1 for me. I want to work with Danny Gatto. So we already been talking, but he's busy touring. I want to work with Body, of course. I'm working with some new guys. I'm gonna work with DJ Satellite and a few of artists that worked with him, like Boon Chapa. Like, got a few people I want to work with, but that's gonna be for after the summer. For now, I'm gonna focus on recording some house music songs. And so here's one I just did. It's not finished and it's not mixed. All right, you see the vibes. So that's the first one. I might even record. I might start recording. I might record the chorus now, actually. That's the first track I did. So I think I don't remember when I produced it, but I produced it like a few months ago. And this is the second one I did yesterday. I sent to Body for approval, and he told me he liked it. So this is the other one I did. So this is brand new. And so what I don't know yet is which one I'm gonna record first, and who I want to do them with. So that's the second one. I think I'm gonna record the chorus after this live, or maybe during this live. Who knows? Let me know if you like it. Put some fire in the chat if you like them. Yeah, so those are the two beats. So I just did this one yesterday. I just wanted to test if I was able to do some nice 90s style house music. And you know, I have my own playlist on Spotify. So let me show you. I have my own playlist on Spotify called, let me change something here. All right, much better. Yeah. So I got a playlist on Spotify called what's the name of the playlist? It's called 90s 80s house music. That's the playlist. Let me put the link on the chat for you guys. And yo, you see, in that playlist, so I have 6,000 people. So anything I put in this playlist receives a lot of plays. And so of course I put a lot of songs from Body, a lot of songs from me as Monsieur de Shada, and I also put the house track that are on my album. And you know, a lot of, yeah. And I change from time to time. I put some new songs, etc. The good thing, those tracks that I'm doing, I'm just gonna put them here on top, so they're gonna receive plays nevertheless. And you know, I believe that the 90s house music is what's next. So I'm gonna have those tracks ready for, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. See what I mean? Oh, me too. I had top lines flowing. I might just record as soon as I'm done talking, or I might just record in 20 minutes while I'm live. It's been a long time I haven't recorded. I just might put just a top line in the chorus. Thank you. I'm gonna make something. Oi, Tina. So yeah. So I'm gonna do this. I just need the first to finish talking about what I wanted to talk about, because I wanted to talk about the concept of the mountain for a long time, and it was always impossible for whatever reason, because the show always take me somewhere else. One day, and it goes with what I've been saying. I like, on the top, it is lonely. Don't forget to super chat. On the top, it is usually lonely. It is lonely because the more money there is, the more resentment there is from, and the more success, the more women, the more fame, the more resentment there is from other people, your other peers, who are supposed to be happy for you, right? And for some strange reason, they're not. Not all of them, but there's always some people, they're not happy. They believe that your success is, and because they're not able to look at their own garden and take care of their garden. They like to look at the grass on the neighbor's garden and criticize it. And the more you go up, the less you find reliable people. You're gonna have a lot of yes men. You're gonna have a lot of people who are here for interest. You're gonna have a lot of people who are here to see you fall. You're gonna have enemies of the progress. And the more you go, the higher you go, the worse it gets. So the best thing you can do as you go up is take people with you. And you have to take people with you that you can enjoy the success with, knowing that, listen, there's always going to be 1, 2, 10% of those people that will, as we go up, they might just change, or they might start being, I don't know, their head might get big from your success. Like, things happen. This is life. But I really believe that the entourage has to be changed and checked from time to time. Some people, you just need to remove them because they are useless. And when I say they are useless, I'm not talking about the fact that you cannot use them. If somebody is your friend, if somebody is a moral support, if somebody is somebody that you can talk to talk about anything at any time, and they can call you, talk about anything at any time, and you don't need them financially, they don't need you financially, and it's just like those people that you can talk to, those people are useful. But you have some people in your entourage that are useless. Whenever you call them, they talk about negative stuff. Whenever you give them idea, they never follow the ideas. Whenever you give them your own ideas about what you want to do for the future, they're gonna have something negative to say because they don't believe in themselves, so they don't believe in you, and they are projecting their own fears on you. Those people are useless. They are actually the enemies of your own progress. And you might love them, you might like them, you might have had some great memories together, there is a moment when it's time to let them go. There's a moment when it's time. And letting go some people, it doesn't mean that you are in a bad, those things keep coming up. It doesn't mean that you are in a bad blood with them. It just means that the course of your relationship has come to an end. Just like a girlfriend. Sometimes it's over, not because you did something, not because they did something. Sometimes it's just because you guys have nothing to give to each other, and you look at each other and you're like, don't love you anymore for real. What about you? Don't love you anymore. Do we have kids? We don't? Well, in this case, I'm gonna go this way. I might go this way too. Listen, peace, and friends, let's call each other from time to time. That's how all relationships should end, but they don't because of ego, because of resentment, because people want to have a reason. And sometimes there's no reason. It's just that we grow apart, even as friends. Sometimes you are aligned, and then because life happens, maybe your friends has 2 kids and you don't have kids. You don't have kids, so you keep partying, you travel, etc. They cannot do this anymore, and it doesn't mean that you become enemies. It just means that you are just drifting apart, and it's part of life. And it doesn't mean that when you talk to each other, you're not gonna just be the same. You're just gonna be, oh bro, what up, long time, hey, so what's up with you, how are the kids, this, that. You're gonna be like, hey, this happened to me, and you're gonna have this long conversation, and then after that, you're not gonna see each other for another 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, a year. To give you an example, back when I was in Paris, I used to be with Elisio all the time. Not only he was signed to my label, but he was also my party guy, and he would come. I don't like to drive, so he'd come pick me up. We would go to the parties together. We would go to shows together, and we would be in the studio together. So we just created this thing. Listen, he's the godfather of my daughter. To tell you, like, it's been 20 years that we're friends. But now I don't live in Paris anymore, and I have 2 kids. I'm married. He doesn't have kid. He's not married. So we went from talking every day and on the phone hours to, we have 1 month. 1 month can pass, or 2 months. We're gonna call each other on the phone. We're gonna talk for 5 hours about everything, and then he's gonna go to his thing. I'm gonna go to my things, and we're gonna, like photos on Instagram, etc. And last time I saw him was last week, and we realized that we haven't seen each other for 3 years. And I was like, yo, bro, it's been 3 years. And where's the photo? I think I have a photo of us. I think I posted a photo of him and my son on Instagram. Yeah, it's on Instagram. Let me go to my Instagram. Where's my Instagram? There you go. So yeah, look. I posted this picture of, this is what 20 years friendship is. That's him and my son in 2022, and that's him and my son in 2003. And then I post another one of us in 2022 and us on stage in Portugal in 2003 doing our first show. And the fact that we don't see each other anymore like back in the days is not a question of us not being friends anymore or whatever. It's just that we live in different countries and we have different type of lives. He's partying, he's enjoying life. I'm building different things, and I'm married and I have 2 kids. So I cannot travel as much, and I don't want to travel as much because I traveled a lot the last 20 years. And when we see each other, we have a great time together. But the rest of the time, the person I talk to the most now is Bodhisattva. Because there's no real reason. It's just that things change, and Bodhi and I were in the same country, so we talk all the time. And Eligio, we tend to send each other messages from time to time. He asks for the family all the time. And actually, when he comes here, of course, we're going to see each other. He was my best man at my wedding. He's my guy. This doesn't change. It's just that the situation we all choose with for our lives will make our relationships change, sometimes just physically. The people I used to see all the time, like Sumia, Elisio, because we were not only on the same label but also touring together. Those people, when I moved from Portugal 10 years ago, I used to have them on the phone all the time because I was missing my people that I left in Paris. But more and more, I just became a Portuguese citizen, and I've just became a Lisbon guy. And now my people are in Lisbon. But it doesn't mean that we don't talk. We, like, from time to time, I'm gonna have my monthly conversation with Sumia. We're gonna stay on the phone sometime the whole day, and we're gonna talk about the series we're watching, politics, this, that, music, industry, everything. We're gonna condense, one conversation, and then we're gonna talk about the children, about this, that, and then everybody's gonna move on with their lives. Because, listen, everybody has their life. This is just life happening. And then from time to time, you all meet somewhere, or you organize a dinner, you do something. You see what I mean? It's this thing where you just realize that things change in life, and it's not a bad thing. As long as you don't see it as, you don't call me anymore. No, it's just that we're not even in the same country anymore. So my best friend, sometimes we talk all the time, and usually that's when she's in France. But when she's in Niger, she's busy really having a different life, maybe being with family, etc. So we don't talk as much. We might talk once a week. But when she's in Paris, we talk every day on WhatsApp, at least. Or when I'm walking, when I'm running, we talk. Eligio, same thing. When he was here, we saw each other every day because, we were, we missed each other. But then once he's running, he's changing country every 5 days, or he's going to leave 1 month here, 1 month there. He's busy doing his thing, and it doesn't change how we feel about each other. It's just that we are, the relationships evolve. But that's not really what I want to touch on. I want to touch on the fact that when you have a vision, when you have that vision, of what you want to do, when you want to move up with your people, right? It's something I realized during my ascension, I would say. I really wanted that the people who started with me go up with me as well. It's something that I really wanted. And it was frustrating. You know why? Because let's say you are the one who has the vision. You are the one who has the power. You are the one who has the tools. Everybody's going to expect you to lead the way. So you become a leader naturally. So you're gonna start climbing the mountain because you know what you want to do. You're gonna know, yeah, there's gonna be some naysayers. There's gonna be some people who are trying to prevent you from getting there, but you're gonna go there and you're gonna have your soldiers with you. And then it's interesting because as you arrive to certain levels, you start seeing the difference between the soldiers and the people who are just chilling on your back and waiting for you to do all the work. To give you an example, as I'm talking about Elisio, in 2003, 2002, 2003, I tell Elisio Portugal is the next place. I said, listen, I tell him Kizomba is going to be bigger than Zouk. Afro house, Afro beats, as they called it at that time here. I was like, yo, listen, the way people are in the club, the way people are open to music here, this is the next place, and this is where we have to make it happen. So at that time, we start going to the club called Luanda. At that time, I think I already signed Looney Johnson, who was DJ at Luanda. And we book a house here for 2 weeks so we can start bringing CDs, bags of CDs. So we come with my partner, Harold, and we start bringing bags of CDs, like 1,000 CDs, and sell them to the stores directly, sell them to the people directly. So we booked we rent a house in Almada. It was actually my ex-girlfriend's parents that had that house. So we rented it for 2 weeks, I think. And as I was busy dealing with the business, Elisio, as a good soldier, was busy finding us shows to do. So we didn't know, I mean, we didn't have like the power we have today in this country and the names, but he knows how to do this. You come with him somewhere, he's gonna be the one who has no problem talking to, making things happen. And then he would be like, yo bro, tonight we have a show in this club. Yo, what? Yeah, okay. I would be like, oh, let's go. And so those times I realized that Elisio was a real soldier. Let me show you. 2003, Portugal. Let me see if I have some pictures from those moments. I don't? What? Wait, I thought I had. Oh wait, not here. So those are the times that I'm talking about. So you see, oh, that's strange. Oh, okay. This is 2003 with Carlos Pedro, who's one of the sommelier of radios here. And this is us chilling. Yeah. This is us chilling in Portugal in 2003. Don't ask me. With drug dealers and stuff. Oh, that's not in Portugal. I think I have more photos from Portugal. This is the first promoter, Rodrigo, and this is the head of security today at Club Docks. And this is Club Luanda. That was the first show I ever did in Portugal. And so every time we went in those places, and this is us in Cape Verde performing for 70,000 people. I don't know if you have more photos of those times. Let me see. This is me and Looney in 2003. This is me and Elisio in the subway with, I don't know who's that person, but I guess we were rolling. We were rolling. This is us in Amsterdam with Elisio as well. Well, listen, what I'm trying to tell you is that at a point, you know who are the soldiers. You know who are you the architect of the mountain, of the pyramid you are trying to build, and then you have people who are the soldiers, the ones who they know what they have to do. They're gonna find you the places to perform. They're gonna find you the places that I want to sell to buy records. They're gonna meet the people, and you can focus on the business. So you need those soldiers, Looney, Elisio, Beleza. Those are the soldiers. And then you have other people. They're not interested in your vision. They're interested in what they can do inside, and they have their own road and their own ambitions, but they work with you. So, and it's fine as well, because not everybody has to work for your vision. Other people have their own vision as well. And at a point, even the soldiers. So Elisio right now, for example, he's working on his own stuff, and it's good. And this is how you build. This is how you build. You build not alone. You build with different people. You're gonna have the beat makers. You have to have the singers, and then you can centralize and have the vision for everybody, and try to see if your vision connects with the visions of others, and maybe some people, they're gonna ride a little bit and then they're gonna continue. But as we arrive to 2008, 2007, it started becoming more and more frustrating to build in the industry, because most people were not aligned with the vision. And most people, I love to say, if you can count to 500, don't walk with people who can only count until 25. Because once you arrive to 25, they're done. For you, next stop 50. And for them, are we fine here at 25? And I'm a person, when I arrive to 50, I unlock how to count to 100. And when I arrive to 100, I unlock how to count to 250, then 500, then 1,000, then 5,000, etc. That's how I am. That's ambition. That's the desire to not settle for wherever you arrive. That's when you arrive to a level, you beat the boss, you consolidate that level, and then next time you play the game, you start at level 2 now, because level 1 is done. Some other people, once they arrive at the end of level 1, they're just happy. They just want to stay here. And because they believe that this is the top of the game. I'm a person that when I see the top of the game, I know that after that game, there's another game on top, and there's another game, and it never's finished. So listen, even if I was a multimillionaire, my goal would be, it's not a question of money, but my goals would be how I use those millions to unlock the different things. How I can go, instead of playing in a movie, how I can produce a movie. If producing a movie costs 20 million, then having 5 million is not worth anything anymore. You see what I mean? Yeah, listen, if you just want to make beats and sing, when you have 5 million in the bank, that's amazing. You can live forever with that. You're fine. You should 5 million. Normally, either you buy a house and then you buy a house for $1 million, the best house you can, and then you have 4 million to spend. Normally you chill. If you're not crazy, you're good. And even if you don't want to buy a house and you want to live like a nomad, with 5 million, you can live in a different place and pay 1,000 per month in all the cities you want, and buy the time to be able to. So let's say if you have 5 million, so 5 million in the bank, and it costs you per month 1,000. So you need 5,000 month to be done. So 5,000 month, that's 138 years to finish all your money if you just pay your rent with your 5 million. So I guess you're fine, right? But if you want to finance a movie that costs 30 million, or if you want to invest in a company or something because you're ambitious and you want to go to the next level, then your 5 million are worth nothing, because you need 20 million now. So if you risk your 20 million on that level and the movie doesn't generate the 30 million that you wanted, now you're back to zero. So this is ambition for you. Somebody that is not ambitious will listen, once they get 200,000, they're done. They're happy. And I have nothing against that, but I just have different ambitions. Because for me, every time I arrive somewhere, it unlocks the next thing. Now, I started realizing on my ascension that I had soldiers, but I got a lot of people who were just busy listening and not doing anything, not being soldiers, not being when you have my mind, it's great to have another person who have that kind of mind too, so you can connect, confront ideas, and maybe think better together. But I started realizing that a lot of people were just waiting for me to do the things, and then they would just jump on my back and wait for me to be on top, and just act as if they work to arrive there when you do all the work. And this is incredibly frustrating, because once they're up there, they act as if they did the work. They act as if, yeah, they deserve to be here. And they don't even know how they got there, meaning that they would not be able to get there again if they had to. And you know what? One day, I met an amazing businessman. I met a multimillionaire who lives in Marbella. So this is his house. I went to his house. That's his house. I went in his house with my wife, and daughter, and another friend of mine called Nelson. Why is he showing me moments? This thing. Where is it? And where's the rest of the photos? Maybe I should just put Spain. It's Marbella. There it is. Moments. Oh my God, this thing is not. You see, when you just want to see photos, this thing is here trying to Marbella. That's how you write it. You see the guy's house. That's the house. So I went to his house with my wife, and we spent some nice time there. And listen, photos is playing with me. Anyway, And you know, we were, hey, Urban Sweet Spot, what up? So we're watching the sunset in his villa, and we're talking about business. And I'm explaining to him my frustration with people. I'm explaining to him that, you know, I try to work with people. I try to, you know, I have the, yeah, listen, the house was crazy. I had a label, I had this, I had that, but I left everything behind me in France so I moved to Portugal, etc., etc. And he was telling me, hey, I used to live in New York, I used to live in London, I used to own a few clubs. Actually, he told me that the clubs where I performed in London actually belonged to him. And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know. I said, yeah. I've known you for a long time, and actually, I booked you in a lot of shows via our friend in common. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And he explained to me how he made it in the advertising business, etc., his company, and how at a point he left he left London and New York, where he has his headquarters, to live in Marbella, but he still run his company via the internet way before the pandemic. He works remote. He has his meetings in his office, in his setting, and it takes life slow. And I was like, wow, like one of my goals is to be like you, to be like this, where I can be in my beautiful villa and yeah, have my meeting with beat makers, with this, that, and yeah, remotely do things, and at the same time take it a little slow, because when you work hard all the time, you realize that you spend your life working. And I was telling him what is frustrating me the most is that, yeah, you know, people, they don't value what you do. And they don't even respect you in the end when you change their lives. And he told me something that was so meaningful for my own life and for my way of how I view the business and everything. He told me, when you climb the mountains, you don't take nobody on your back. Because when you take people on your back, you are actually heavier, and they are just making you more exhausted. They exhaust you faster. What you do is you do the effort, but you don't do it for others. And your problem here is that because you have the vision and people are telling you, lead us, you believe that you also have to do the effort for everybody else. And the people are letting you do the effort, and then they reap the benefit. What you have to start doing is doing the effort for you, and then leaving the signs behind you in your trail, so that whoever wants to go where you went, they will have to do the effort themselves, but you're going to show them which is the best way. Meaning that, oh, there's a hole here, this, on after that you turn on the left. You can even draw a map for people, but your problem is that not only you want to do the work, you also want to draw the map, but you also want people to take exactly the way you took, because you know that it's the right way to do. But you cannot force people to do it the way you did it, and you cannot be pissed at people because they don't arrive at the top where you are. And I was like, yeah, but I gave them all the information. So yeah, even if you give them all the information, some people are not meant to arrive to the top. Some people are meant to receive your information and do something else with it. And if you have a little bit more humility, you realize that you might have the vision, but people who have visions are just misunderstood all the time, just because you see things that people don't see. You see the top of the mountain when people just see the base of the mountain. So what you have to start doing now is build the things you want to build for you. Climb the mountain by yourself and have maybe some soldiers climb a bit with you until they're done, or until they're like, yo, I'm not climbing anymore, whatever, or I'm going this way in the mountain, whatever. Let me go explore this way, or me, I'm going to go explore this way. Cool. And you continue to where you wanted to go. And when you arrive there, you can document how you arrive there, and you can give the information to those who deserve it. Or you can give those information to everyone if you want. And then if nobody used that information the way you intended, this is not you to decide. But all you know is you arrived there, and now you know the way. And if somebody tells you, I wish I could go to the top of that mountain, you show them how it's done. So that, because if you take the people on your, and you're like, oh yeah, I know how to go. Come, climb on my back. And now you show them, you're happy to show them, and then you drop them at the top. They don't do the effort. Because they don't do the effort, they don't respect the effort, because they didn't work for it. You work for it. You thought about it. You remember how to do it. You do the effort. The people who don't do the effort, they don't respect the result. They just think that, yeah. So after that conversation, my whole mind just changed. My whole, and a lot of the frustration I built in France, when I moved to Paris, I took them with, and when I moved to Lisbon, I took them with me. But after that conversation, I realized that I'm not responsible for other people. I'm not responsible for their decisions. I'm not responsible for them taking the wrong decisions. So there's no reason to be frustrated about that. And I started giving people the game and letting them do what they want with the game, which brought me 10 years later to this show, where I'm giving people my opinions without ever thinking that my opinion is the opinion. It's just my opinion. I'm giving people my vision to how to navigate without ever thinking that this is the vision. I'm showing people the road. I'm giving people my experience so that it inspires people. But never I'm not gonna do the effort for you. I'm not gonna, you wanna build give you a great life example. My wife just started a new business. Let me show you. What is her new business name? That's the name of her grandmother. So, okay, there it is. So my wife's new business, where is it? There it is. She now does, so she learned, and she just started Ajawa Beauty, which is the name of her grandma. And she does lashes. That's her little sister here. and she's getting successful. She's working she's working as a team. So that's before and after, and she's getting successful. She's doing her thing slowly by slowly, and she's working with not far from the house in with a woman that has her business already, and she's renting a spot in that spa. So it's a beautiful spa. When they do, it's not a spa, it's a beauty thing where they have different posts like massage, this face, etc. And she's on the lashes department, and the spot she is renting it. Of course, she's a partner now with them, and she's renting her spot for a certain amount per month. And so if whenever she does she needs to do a few clients every month, so she can first pay her spot, and then after that everything is benefit. So I talked to my mom, and I explained to my mom. So my mom is asking me, is she independent, or does she do this? When is she opening her own salon? And I was like, Mom, she has to go step by step. For now, she's renting a room. In first of all, it's not that woman doesn't take a lot of people. She only take top people. So it's already a victory that she's on that level with working with that person, and that person taught her how to do, and she's still learning, but that person is already offering her a spot in this limited space, because it's not like there's a thousand of girls working there. It's like there's probably I went to dinner with them. I think they are like 12 women plus the husband of the owner. So my mom asked me, but how much does she pay per month to be there? And I tell her how much my wife is paying, and my mom tells me, come on, be a good husband, pay her a whole year of, you got money, pay her a whole rent of on the spot, so she can just focus on making her money. And it's nothing for you. And I told my mom, true, I could pay her a whole rent for a year or 2 years now, but I would do her a disservice, because she would not, after that, value her own work, because she knows that if she's tired of doing this or whatever, or she doesn't want to go to work today, or whatever the reason, or she just like, I'm tired of it now, I just want to do something else, it's my money. So she doesn't care. She doesn't have a rent to pay. She doesn't have food to pay, whatever. I'm here. And she will not value the effort of her own thing, and she will not even be proud of her own achievements if everything is under control by me. And my mom was like, yeah, I see what you mean. And that's why I'm proud of seeing her doing her thing and paying her own thing, because she could just be here and watching TV and not doing nothing and being bored, but actually taking her life in her own hand and learning to get her own independence is way more important for me, and because of what I learned. Because if I just was there, oh, you want to do this? Let's do. Listen, let me rent you a spot. Let me rent you a place down here. I think I found a place for $1,000 a month. Let's do you a salon. What would happen is she would start. Maybe it would not work. Maybe it would frustrate her, and then she would stop because she didn't invest that money herself. And what I learned from that conversation about the mountain with that man is that you have to let people do their own experience and invest their time and effort and be more the voice they come to when they need an opinion about business, about accounting, about hey, I need to do this. So for example, she needed to do something for her logos and have some PDFs done. I was like, hey, I'll do them for you. It's okay, it takes me 5 minutes. So this, I was like, oh, here's your thing, I put it on Dropbox for you, and like help out, give business advices, but not do the work for the people. And I will do the same for my kids when they in the age where they want to build whatever. You want to do music? All right, here's the book, but I'm not going to do music for you. I'm not going to pay you your studio sessions, whatever. Nah, you're going to do like I did with rich parents. I still went and did my demos and etc. and built my thing by myself. And what you gave me was education, being in a great school, learning economy at school, and I could use all these tools today. So what you have to do with people is give them the tools, but never work for them. Never work and do the work for them. You have to really show them how it's done, and that's it. And that's I've been trying to do now, and that's how I just changed my ways. And it's actually less frustrating when you give people opinion, you have conversation with them, but you understand that, listen, they might never do they might not do it the way you want them to do, even if that would be the right way. The important is, in the end, let's say they didn't do the way you wanted, but they still win, or they still arrive where they wanted. Maybe it takes them a little more time, but they're still there. You can't come in the end and say, congrats, I think you took a little more time. You would have been more efficient by doing this, but hey, listen, great job. And then maybe because they arrive, now they can listen to what you say without being frustrated by you always criticizing everything. And they can be like, because you can phrase it the right way and say, yo, that's amazing. Next time, to go to the next level, as you see, you went from here and here. Next time, if you go this way, it will arrive faster. And they're going to be like, yeah, true. If you want to force them to go through your ABC, sometimes it's not going to work. I had the conversation with a friend. I kept telling him, do this. And he kept not doing it. At a point, he got frustrated by me always having conversation about the same thing. And I told him, you know what? I'm not going to say anything anymore. Do your thing the way you want it. And in the end, he didn't do nothing. And actually, I'm busy doing my thing. So, hey, in reality, nobody's forced to do nothing, actually. And that's how you also start realizing who you need in your entourage, how you need to find people who have visions that go to the same length as you. When you're younger, you just believe that the people who are with you right now have to be with you at the top. And that's not true. Some of them will. You know, I'm super happy when I see pictures of me and Elisio, and the kids used to be babies and now they're grown ups. So it's very nice, but some people you will meet them along the way, and some others you will lose them along the way, because this is how life works. So that's how I learned from climbing the mountain. And trust me, it's not easy, but you learn a lot of things. If you enjoyed that conversation, put me some unicorns in the chat. I'm not gonna record the songs tonight because I want to keep the show under 2 hours. But here's what I'm gonna do. Sunday, I'm gonna do a full music studio live where I'm gonna record both tracks. This is what I'm gonna do. And because I can hear by talking for 2 hours that my vocal cords are not ready to sing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I hope you enjoyed that conversation. That was cool. And I love my new. This place is a little empty now. Maybe I should put more icons there. So I'm gonna find something I can put there. But yeah, listen. Maybe I should center this more. I don't know. But you see, that thing is a little. I mean, it's okay. We'll survive. But yeah, listen. Life is a long train. People pop in and some stay by the way. Yeah. I think, I don't know what the word is in English for that. Forgot the word I want to use. Some people, it's empathy maybe. Some people, it feels like, and I know I feel like that. For a long time, I felt that every artist that I work with were my responsibility. And some of them, like when they didn't succeed, I really felt like it was my failure. And actually, the thing is this. If you did everything right, if you did everything that you were supposed to do, and it doesn't work, it's nobody's fault. But if they take the wrong choices, it's not your fault. It's their lesson. And sometimes you have to let people learn their lesson, and maybe their lesson is gonna make them a better soldier, or maybe their lesson is gonna make them resent and just be frustrated and believing that whatever you owe them something, or it's your fault, or whatever they think in their head. It's really up to you to learn to I used to think it's selfish. That's what I used to think. I was like, that's super selfish to just work for you, or to just think about you. Like, but you learn, like, some people, they're just not on your level anymore. Some people might be over you when you meet them. And as you rise, they're going to be on your level at a point, so you can see things from the same level playing field. And then you're going to explain what are your visions and what are where you want to go. And you're going to start going up. And then at a point, you might lose them on the way, and you might just be too high at a point. It happens. That's not your fault. It's just the way it is. So those are a lot of things that you start learning as life goes. You start realizing that when it's time to let go, it's time to let go. It's not something that is it's not bad. I have some friends, whenever they reach a certain level and they see that the whole team that they work with are not up to the next place where they want to go, they change teams, or they change managers. And some other people, they don't want to change managers. They want to keep the same management forever. And when you tell them, hey, at a point you have to, like maybe find people who on maybe, let's say you work only on the Afro, Cap Verdean, Angolan level, and you're on top of that. And let's say you want to double your price or triple your price, and you want to start being booked in festivals in places but that are more French or Portuguese place. Some people say, yeah, I have to take my people with me, my team, my managers, but maybe those are the people who are preventing you from going there because they don't have the connections, and maybe that the people who are there are like, no, we only work with that artist if we take those people. So you're gonna start feeling in like, oh my God, I cannot leave my people. And some other people, they don't mind telling people, yo, we arrive well together. Now I'm going to the next team, and it's not personal, it's business. And listen, you guys continue to fortify here, and whenever there's some nice shows there, you are going to be the people. And as I'm going to the next team, it doesn't mean that I fire you guys. It just means that you guys are going to continue working on that level, but I'm going to the next level. And if you guys can take me there, let's go. If you can't, I'm going to go there. And then, because people can become dead weights. And then I've seen some artists change teams 3 times already to arrive where they are today. And the people that they used to work with, they're still cool with, because those people understand as well. And they are, let's say, as I'm changing team, I'm still building, I'm producing artists for still the same place. My people are going to run this for me while I'm going to get the money up there. And sometimes you just are too emotional about it, so you're not going to take the right decisions. And like, somebody can be your manager and become somebody who's maybe not your manager anymore, but they're still in the team. Like, things have to change. This is why we do contracts with people, and this is why there's a time limit on contract. But because people make it a personal thing, it fucks the business sometimes. I remember when I was in uni, we were a group of maybe 3-4 blacks. God, it felt good to have people with me with the same goal and same vision. We strive for success in an unfriendly environment. Yeah, sometimes. But then sometimes it's the same people who stab you in the back. But yeah, it's great to have this. I have been hearing this all my life. Everyone should carry its own cross. So don't be too hard on you. It's not your fault. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And only make the other right. Make it. Is it fear? Fear is a dream killer. Yeah, it is. And sometimes people will project their fears on you. That's the worst part. But it is what it is. My guys, I'm gonna leave you with a track called Touch the Moon. Make sure you leave me some unicorns and some fires and some rainbows in the chat if you enjoy the conversation. Sunday, we're gonna record those 2 house music tracks. And I'm gonna go watch myself some series or some YouTube, who knows. Always a pleasure to be with you guys, and see you Sunday. This is Touch the Moon by Kaysha, produced by me and written by my girl Jassy. All right, peace.
Love you when you know it, but I get a little scared sometimes. Don't know why. Let my heart live for me, for my galaxies to show me signs, so I know why. Change the pitch for me. You are all I need. You are the life. Change it all for me. Let me hear you say, I'll make you fly. I see it, I feel it. Touch the moon. I see it, I feel it. Touch the moon. Baby, when I'm with you, I can't help but lose my track of time. Put your heartbeat on me, and I will connect your soul to mine forever. Change the pitch for me. You are all I see. You are the light. Oh, change it all for me. Let me hear you say, I'll make you fly. I see it, I feel it. Touch the moon. I see it, I feel it. Touch the moon. The moon, the stars collide. 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 Glow